Hey, Tatiana. Hey, Yimmy Ya Omo Yimmy Ya. You've been thinking about me? Why? Why? What's going on? It's been one of them. Hey, KK here today. It's been one of them ugly days here in the Bay Area. Like super ugly. Just rainy. Not even really raining. I don't really consider that raining. Um, gosh, that's not even. My husband, bless his soul, bought a new charger for my phone. And it has a blinking light on it. And it is bothering the heck out of me. Like, really. Um, and I'm trying to put something on it because I wasn't prepared, and the phone is that gonna work? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. The phone wasn't charged, and that light is blinking, um, like in my face. And I am extremely sensitive to. Oh my gosh, Tatiana, girl, thank you, sweetheart. But I wish you had sent that to Cash App, because y'all don't know that Google Gizmo, you messing stuff up. Google will take half of that. And that is so jacked up. Like, Google already making their money. So why do they take money from the creator? Like, we're bringing people to this website. And instead of giving the creator the money that they make doing the videos, they take half of it. But thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate anything that anybody does for me. But if you want to do something, please send it to my Cash App. That way I will get it. You know what I mean? I won't it won't be taken, like half of it won't be taken from me. I think I'm not sure. Do Cash App take like $1? They don't take half. But thank you so much. I really do. I seriously appreciate that. You trying to get comfortable. I seriously appreciate that, sweetheart. You know, I appreciate when anybody does anything nice for me. It really, you know, because sometimes I do get the impression that people don't understand that I'm literally taking time out of my day to assist somebody else. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to give people something that is useful. Like, yeah, I will come on here sometimes with the shade, or, I'm petty, and, I like the mess too. I like to see what's going on in the other sectors of YouTube. But I still like to give people something that they can use in their life, something that is extremely useful for them, something to help them, because that's what I come from. You know, my when I was working, I did a lot of counseling, a lot of counseling. And this is this is the part that's so rewarding for me. I worked at a all girls group home, and some of those girls have found me on Facebook, and they keep up with me. They are sharing their children. They are now adults because they were around the same age as my kids when my kids were teenagers. My kids are 30 and 32 now. So these young ladies are the same age that as my children. Now they are sharing their children with me. One of the young ladies that used to be in a group home with me. Her daughter just turned 16 years old. And I told her daughter, I said, I met your mother when she was younger than you. I met that young lady when she was 14. And she stayed at the group home until she aged out, which is 18. So she had a solid 4 years with me, in the group home setting. And you build relationships with people that live where you work for that long. You build, what's your Facebook? Can I follow you on Facebook? And I would give them my Facebook information, and it's just so sweet. That has always been, just part of who I am, to help people. I think when you find out what your I've always told you guys this, people that have been following me on this channel for a while, when you find out what your true purpose in life is, there lies your happiness. I love helping people. I like to talk. I've always been a good speaker. And, this is not me bragging on myself. This is, just me being honest. Like, as a child, I have won oratorical contests in my church and everything. So this started for me as a young child, and it just continued. So this my thing, okay? So when you come over here and you see me just running diarrhea at the mouth, it's because that's who I really am. I am that person. I like people unless you get on my nerves. And I'm pretty cool. I'm a pretty nice person, but I'm not gonna take no shit just because I'm a spiritual person. I'm not just gonna sit here and allow you. No, I ain't gonna do that. But I am sweet. Thank you, girl. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I said today is a free day. We will talk about. I'm gonna let you decide. Um. Oh, let me read that, honey. Oh, I was gonna say, what is that? That was a picture that I got. I do want to talk about one thing, but I'm gonna let you talk about what you want to talk about first, and we're gonna talk about Mike Vick. I do want to talk about that because I have some very strong feelings around this whole Mike Vick situation. And someone wrote a very good article about Mike Vick, and I want you guys to hear that. Uh-oh, somebody didn't got hit. Oh, okay, took them out. Well, there got my sniper. Uh, you are appreciated. Your video last night was very helpful. Keep doing what you're doing and being honest and teaching about the Orishas. It is important to young people to have this. Oh, thank you very much, Angel 2222. Hey, Tina. Tatiana said, because you have the ability to love unconditionally, Mama. You're blessed and gifted. A kindred spirit, a spiritual guru. Well, thank you, sweetie. Yeah, it's buffering on. Well, it was. It stopped. I don't know what that is, sweetheart. I have tried everything to stop the buffering, but I can't get it to stop. I have. Oh, happy full moon to everybody. I kind of forgot it was a full moon because, my spirit has just not been in the mood to do any rituals. I just been kind of not really tired. Just I don't know, bored maybe? I don't know what it is. We ain't getting no sun, Jesus. Wow. I just how when it's just gray and blah, you just don't feel like doing nothing. That's how I'm feeling. I mean, you don't have to do a ritual every time the moon changes. You can just acknowledge the fact that This is a change of moon. Write in your journal how you feel. Like this would be a really good time for me to just write in my journal. I ain't feeling it this full moon. Maybe it's because I am tired. This is the last full moon of the year. And I think when you get towards this time of the year, like December, everybody is just gearing up for Christmas. This is the last holiday of the year. You're gearing up. Your all of your real attention is going towards this holiday. You're focused on that, and you can't really put your focus on anything else. Right now I'm focused on my anniversary. My anniversary is tomorrow, and I'm just really not thinking about anything else. And you can be like that. You don't have to do a ritual all the time. You don't always have to be in spirit mode. Thank you, sweetheart. You don't always have to be in spirit mode. You have to realize we are regular people too. We just normal people. I'm a normal person. I'm about to celebrate my anniversary. And that's kind of like where my spirit is right now. I'm not gonna be on here talking about we about to celebrate Christ's birth. Okay, no, we're not, because Jesus was not born in December. I'm not gonna perpetuate that lie. Okay, we celebrating the holidays. That's what we doing. Cause see, Jesus wasn't born in no damn December. No, we not even gonna believe that whole. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm sorry, but if you want to do it, you go right ahead. If that makes you happy to believe that Jesus was born December the 25th, and December the 25th is not mentioned anywhere in that Bible, nowhere. It's just not there. Okay, we know Jesus was born, but Christmas ain't his birthday. As a matter of fact, Christmas is my father's birthday. For real, for real. Like he has a birth certificate and everything with that day on it. Okay? So my daddy was born on Christmas. So yeah, we're gonna celebrate his birthday on Christmas. But if you want Jesus to be born on December 25th, you go right ahead. But I'm not gonna perpetuate that lie on this channel. Y'all know how I am. I'm not gonna get down like that. I just can't do it. Especially since it's not even in the Bible that December 25th is his birthday. Now, if it was in the Bible, I'd be like, all right, I can go along with that story. But it ain't even there. Okay? It's not there. So we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all like that. But happy holidays anyway. I do have my trees up. You just can't see them. But they are up. Okay? But you know what? If you want Jesus to be born on December 25th, you go right on here and say that. But uh Omo Yimmy, y'all say it's Capricorn season. Yeah, girl, get that. Oh, and my granddaughter's birthday is right after Christmas. So we gonna be like, happy birthday, little Momo. Princess Taylorella said, I only celebrate Christmas because of food and happy anniversary. Thank you, sweetheart. You know what? I'm not even doing I'm not cooking for Christmas, I don't think. Because we got a milestone. We got to celebrate, y'all. I got on the scale this morning, and it was a solid 239. I'm out of the 240s. I could just cry. You hear me? I could cry right now. I'm out of the 240s. That's a big deal. Because I started out this year, this year, I think I started this year at 256, and I am 230. And it's been a struggle. I'm not going to lie. I have struggled. But, okay, I'm going to be honest. The first part of this year, I was acting kind of crazy. But the last part, the last 6 months of this year, I really have been vegetarian. You know, I have stayed in that realm very kind of seriously, other than the chicken. But honey, I am 239, okay? So we gonna get there. We are going to get there. We gonna get there. We celebrating to I can't find my little clapper. I don't know what happened to that thing. I bet you my husband um took that little clapper thing and put it in one of those boxes where, you know, we've been packing up unnecessary stuff and putting it in boxes to put it in storage. I bet you he put it in there just so he don't have to hear it, because I can't find it. It's missing, and I'm gonna blame him. Okay, if he see this video, I'm blaming you because I can't find my clapper. Yeah, I'm so proud of my granddaughter. This has truly been her year. She started playing basketball. She now plays for one of the Warriors girls teams. Like, the Warriors sponsor Stephen Curry, actually sponsors the team that she is on. I think he paid for their uniforms, and they have certain days where they can practice at the Warriors facility. They have, you know, been invited and all that kind of stuff. She has pictures with him and all. I'm bragging right now, just in case you didn't know. This is bragging. She has, you know, her little pictures with Stephen Curry and some of the other Warriors. I don't know them people because I'm not into basketball like that. But yeah, she has just blossomed. This has really been her year. And we're all so surprised because she is so girly. Like, we never thought that she would play basketball and, you know, really enjoy it. But yeah, this has been her year. I'm so proud of her. I mean, I'm proud of all of the grandkids. My oldest grandson is in middle school, and you know, he is biracial. All of my grandkids are biracial. He is African American and Caucasian. And he looks a little bit more Caucasian, you know, his outer appearance. But today he joined the Black Student Union at his school. I'm so proud of him. So proud of all of these kids. I love them so much. I mean, it made me feel so good to know that, you know, even though he does not look African American, he has dreads, but you know, if you look at him, you don't know him, you're not going to assume that he's African American because he really does not look like it. But to know that he embraces the culture, I mean, he's into rap and all that kind of stuff. But you know, the majority of teenagers are into rap. You know, they love rap or whatever. But to know that he really embraces this culture, to want to belong to the student union and want to know about the black culture, and you know, loves black people and, you know, all that kind of stuff is just really touching to me because he really does not look black at all. Not to me. His mama either. I mean, his mama is white, and you know, he just don't look black. But he is. He's, you know, a mixed child, and some mixed children look more Caucasian than they do. Even if they're mixed, you just never know how your kid's gonna turn out. You know what I mean? So I'm proud of him. I really am. I mean, I'm proud of all of them. I love all of them. So her birthday is the last one of the year. So um, we will be celebrating her. I think it's the 28th. It's right after Christmas. The 27th. When she gonna get mad at me. You're like, you don't never remember my birthday. Okay, sweetheart, I'm sorry. I think it's the 28th though. And I was there when she was born, and I can't remember. I'm getting on. Okay, so I said that whatever you guys choose to talk about we'll talk about it. It's either gonna come out of here, here. This is the Voodoo Hoodoo book. So we can look up something voodoo hoodoo related. This is just Orisha or mindfulness. Y'all pick. And I'm only gonna be on here about an hour, a little over an hour. And I didn't talk for what? 21 minutes already. So y'all pick on something. Yeah, you gotta go out and come back. Okay, okay, give me ask your question. You gotta go out and come back. And it'll stop. Cause I can't stop it. I don't know what to do. I've tried so hard, but I mean, I've restarted the app and everything, and it just won't stop. So I think it's in whatever YouTube uses to broadcast. Maybe it's too many people broadcasting. Who knows? What's your question, sweetie? I'm gonna go back and make sure I didn't. Hi, Shelly 333. Did I say hi to everybody? If I didn't, hi. I don't see you. Oh, you're in. I didn't know you were in San Diego, Tatiana. I didn't know you were in California. Oh, another Cali girl. Yeah, see, it wasn't raining hard um here, just spotty rain. But it's been ugly all day, just gray. And the house has just been dark. Just no light. And that just made me want to just lay around and kind of like not doing anything. I'm dating someone new and I'm nervous because I haven't dated a new person in years since my ex. Do you think the Orishas won't send me a bad person to my life? The Orishas are not sending you anyone, sweetheart. They don't have nothing to do with that. I've had many bad relationships. My first marriage was a disaster. Okay? We bring these people into our lives. We attract these people. God is just sitting back going, oh, all right, well, that's what she wants. Let her deal with it. Because the red flags are there. We ignore messages from spirit. We ignore them. Our our ancestors, our spirit guides, everybody be sending us clues and we ignore them. The red flags will pop up and you be like, nah, I can fix that. No, he just gonna do that one time. He not gonna never do that again. Yeah, yes, you will get bad relationships. Yes. My first marriage was a disaster. Disaster. And I didn't listen. And I got so many red flags. My mother told me, don't do this. I don't like him. That's not, that, no. God ain't told you that. No, that's not it. No. And I was like, no, you just don't want me to leave home. You don't want me to leave you and all this kind of stuff. And honey, I got into that marriage and that man literally tried to drive me crazy. He tried to kill me. So, I'm not going to let you put that on the Orishas. I'm not. So, the relationships that you get into, that's on you. That's why we date people. We date them to figure out what type of person that they are. But you go into this relationship knowing you on a trial, bruh. Just like your job. Your job gives you a probation period. You on probation. And if you don't pass that probation, we're not going no farther. I am going to let you go. See how your job do you? What they give you? 90-day probation. And if you don't live up to their expectations in 90 days, they will release you. Do that same thing for people that you start to date, and your life will change in a mighty way. Don't let nobody waste your time. When you get red flags, let them go. Y'all know that that's not a booger, that's the ball on my because I don't want people to be like, oh, she got a booger in her nose. No, that is the ball on my nose ring, and for some reason it is extremely shiny. Okay, I moved it. I didn't want you to be distracted. Okay. Yeah, listen to what KK said. Dating someone new can be a challenge. Take your time and move cautiously. She told you right there. There go your answer right there. And sweetheart, didn't you tell me that you have a special needs child? You have to be extra careful. Okay? Extra careful. Put these men on probation. They can get fired after 30 days. If you're not doing what you supposed to, let them go and move on. Because this a new generation of people. So we have to treat them differently than, maybe I treated people when I was dating. And I know y'all probably saying, oh, well, that's easy for you to say, but you're married and you're happy. You're not lonely. You're not, sitting up at home by yourself. You have a husband. Yes, I have a peaceful home. But you don't know how long I have been single to this point. Okay? I had been single for almost a year before me and my husband started dating. Okay? I have, me and my first husband got divorced in 1991. I just remarried in 2013. It took me that long to get another husband. Now, did I date? Yes. And when things didn't work out, I kicked them to the curb. Do you hear me? I had combat boots that I kept specifically to kick them to the curb with because I wasn't going to hurt my feet. You got to go. Bye. Click. Don't call me no more. Block. If I see you on the street, I'm going to act like I don't know you. I broke up with this one guy, saw him, and he literally started like stalking me, kind of. I saw him at a club one night. I acted like I did not know him. I was with somebody else. I was with some friends, and he was like, "Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you." My friends was like, "He calling you?" I was like, "I don't know him," and kept walking. When I'm done with you, I'm done. You hear me? Done. So if things, I'm telling you now, Cola, if things come up, if you start to feel anyway like this person is, I kind of didn't like that, move on. Don't even, don't invest. That's where we as women get messed up. We start to invest our feelings too early. Investing your feelings will hurt your feelings. So don't invest. It's fine to date, go out, have a good time, but don't invest until you realize that that person is really worth your investment. Hey, Yardy, where you been? I miss you. Where you been? Don't do it. Don't do it because you have a child you have to take care of, and you just don't want anybody and everybody around your child. I think that was one of the reasons why I didn't get married, or, at first I wasn't even dating because my kids were so young and I didn't want everybody around my kids. Like, I didn't really start just going out and having a good time until my kids were really teenagers. That's when, my kids got 11, 12 years old. I got cray cray for a minute. just was out seriously living my life, because at that point my kids had, started having their own friends and basically living their own life. So, I did the same thing. When I got married, my kids were grown. And I'm glad that, you know, it happened that way. I really am. Because my kids cannot say that they, men that I dated stressed them out or put them in a bad position or anything like that, because that never happened. If they say it, they're a bold faced lie. And I will fight them. And they know it. Oh, your birthday is December 24th? Okay, girl. My dad's is on Christmas Day. Wow, you almost made it. You know what? Like, people that almost make it to like a holiday, have a birthday like right before, I be getting mad at them people, because my friend, her baby was born the day before Valentine's Day. I was so mad. I was like, girl, you couldn't keep that baby in there a couple of more hours? You could hold on. I was like, don't you have that baby till Valentine's Day. She was like, really? I'm trying to get this baby. I was like, no, don't have the baby till Valentine's. She had the baby the day before Valentine's Day. I was mad. I wasn't even carrying the baby, Y'all see how I think? Y'all, okay. December 24th. Oh, you been working on your immigration stuff? Oh, okay. We're gonna have to get together, y'all, and have a day of prayer for Yardi so that she can get her immigration stuff together. We can, all get together as a collective and send her this good energy so she can get all that stuff worked out, because whatever okay, I don't know what she's trying to do. Girl, send me the information so, I can send me an email and tell me what it is that, you like. Do you have to go to court, or do you have to meet the judge and all that kind of stuff? Let me know so we can pick a day. Like, if it's your court day, you got to let us know, if you have to go to court or whatever, so we can all be on one accord. This is my plan for, this to eventually be a house. Okay? If anybody is having a problem, I want us to be able to come together as a collective, pray for that person, lift them up. Like, I'm serious. I'm talking, seriously, all of us working together, lighting candles. It's not going to matter, what city you're in or whatever, as long as we're working together and all sending energy to that person, it is going to work. Why have all of this energy if we're not going to use it for the collective good? Why? Everybody that follows me, you have a desire to work on your craft. Like, you know who you are. I know who I am. You know who you are. You know what your strong points are. And if you don't know what they are, you're trying your hardest to figure that out. I'm here to help you figure that out. Okay? You're here for a reason. So, you're here for a reason. So, I want all of us to be able to put that energy to good use. It don't make no sense. What is that old saying? It don't make no sense to light a candle and then hide it. The world needs to see that light. It needs to get that light. Don't hide it. Don't light a candle and put it under a bush so nobody can receive that light. We are all candles. All of us. So we need to be out there shining for everybody to see. You know, I'm gonna say this, and then I am really gonna let y'all do what you want to do. Um, I had the spirit spoke to me. I took a nap today, and I woke up, and spirit told me that I'm going to have to release that negative energy that I have towards Jay Wilson, because I really don't like him. I really don't, because he's a liar, and I hate a liar. I hate a hypocrite. I really do. But spirit is telling me that that hatred that I have for him is holding me back, and I need to release it. Because how can I preach love and acceptance, and I really don't like this person? So I am going to work on that. I really am. But it just seems like every day he says something else that just offends my spirit. But I just have to get to the point and just ignore him. I really do. Like, I'm really going to have to stop watching his channel, even though I do find some of the stuff that he says funny. But when he disrespects women and goes into these lies about he can be gay, but what other people is doing is wrong, and you can't do this and you can't do that, but the Bible says it's okay to be gay. All them lies and stuff irritate the heck out of me, and I think a lot of that is because I am a minister and I know you're lying. You're lying. You're a hypocrite and you're a liar, and I hate it. I really do. But he he is a thorn in my side, and I got to stop. I gotta stop, because he is not gonna change being who he is, and it don't make no sense for me to be mad at somebody because they're a hypocrite and a liar. Just let that man be a liar and move on. So I'm admitting that I'm gonna leave him alone and let that go, because spirit then spoke to me and been like, girl, leave that crazy man alone and live your life, because that's starting to be a problem for you. Like, you are really starting to hold a grudge against him, and you like mad for real, for real. Like, I really am. Like, I'm mad for real. Like, I don't like him for real. And so I need to stop doing that, because I don't know this man. I will never meet this man a day in my life. And we as people need to stop doing that. Like, I blocked somebody this morning on Instagram because they said something crazy to me. I did not argue back and forth with them. I just hit the block button. There you go. They disappeared. They're no longer in your life. Bye. So we just got to get to the point where, don't let people that you don't know, like, you ain't gonna never meet these people on the internet. The majority of you people who watch me every day, y'all will never meet me. You know what I mean? Especially people that live in like the UK or Ireland or London or something. You probably will never meet me in your life. So don't let something I say irritate the hell out of you to the point where you mad at me and want to cuss me out and stuff. Don't let that happen. You ain't gonna never meet me, child. Okay? Because I'm probably not coming to London. You may meet me in spirit, but you ain't gonna meet me in real life. The majority of you probably won't. I mean, there's some of y'all that live in California, like, yeah, if I visit LA or whatever, and you tell me, hey, and I'm like, oh, I'm in LA or whatever, and you be like, can you come by Blue 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 coffee shop? And I'll be like, yeah, girl, I can come by there. My husband gonna be here, because if something jump off, we gonna fight you. But for real though. Don't think you gonna set me up and catch me slipping, because you're not. So don't get it twisted. I will fight you. If you meet me somewhere and be thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna be nice to her and I'm gonna meet her at the coffee shop and I'm gonna run up on her and pull her hair. No, you're not. You gonna get whooped. Trust and believe. I'm gonna act so crazy. I will do a Wiley If y'all seen that video of Wiley tearing up that library, if you ever catch me out in public and you do something crazy, I'm gonna tear up wherever we at. Okay, it's gonna be bad. Make sure you film it. If you run up on me, please run up on me with your camera so that I can put it on this channel and make a couple of dollars off of it because it's gonna be hilarious. But yes, I do want to Yardy said, get back on track and read what I said. Okay, girl. God damn. You on me? What you say, girl? Yardy said, I need serious prayer. There are people that are trying to block me. Please, can you do a way? Yardy, I said I need you to send me an email. Send that to me in an email. Don't put that here because it is, we ain't really figured out who is for us, and it be people in the clouds and all kind of stuff. So send that to me in a private email. Okay. And I do want to say this. Please don't put too much personal information in the chat. Like you can give me kind of like a roundabout you can get to the story without giving me all the tea. If you want to give me all the tea, do that in an email. Because it's people here that you don't know who is watching this that may watch you. Okay? Send me an email. If it's serious, I always tell you guys, send me an email. Everybody knows I answer my email either that day or the next day. I answer all my emails. Even if it's something crazy, I'm still going to give you an answer. Okay? So send me an email, sweetheart. I don't like to go into too personal of information. Yeah. Thank you, Kay. God, Kay be on it. Y'all listen to Kay, okay? Kay is my Kay will be everyone's Aibona, which means I am the godmother. Kay is my right hand person. Okay? If I don't see the question, Kay sees it. She's basically going to tell you the same thing that I would have told you. I'm glad she saw it because Yardy was like, stop talking and read my question. Yardy be serious, okay? Don't play with her. Yardy, yeah, send me an email. The message that's flowing from your lips is deep. So on many levels, elevation comes as we release. This is beautiful. Bless be love you for being transparent. Yeah, I mean it came to me just as I woke up. And it's an interesting thing. When you wake up, don't just jump right out the bed. Lay there for a minute with your eyes closed. Wake up and make sure you're still alive first. You know, okay, I'm still here. And just let spirit speak to you. And they do. They do. Clear as day. That girl, you got to release that. Don't you dare. Don't you dare take those feelings about that man into 2020. I'm telling you, pack light. You should go into 2020 with basically an empty backpack. It's got to be empty because you're starting fresh. Don't take no junk into 2020 with you. And that's what I was talking about yesterday. That release, it's so serious. Like these last couple of weeks of this year you should be releasing every day. You should be getting rid of something. Just like you do your spring cleaning in your house, springtime come, you throw away all of the stuff that, you don't want in the house for the spring, probably to buy new stuff. But yeah, you throw away the old stuff to buy new stuff. These 2 weeks is that the 2 weeks, this 2 weeks or 3 weeks or however many weeks we got left in this year, that's what you should be doing. You should be throwing away stuff in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit that just don't serve a purpose anymore. It's, if it don't help you, get rid of it. And you got like 2 weeks to do it. You should be doing that. Like, you really should be doing that all year anyway. But right now is a really important period of time to do it, because you should be conscious of it right now. We're getting ready to go into a new year. This is going to be one of those, really interesting years. Like, we will get the reading of the year. I will get the reading of the year, like you guys won't get it. Unless you belong to a house. I will get the reading of the year because I know two Obas. So they go to the Orishas and get the reading for 2020. Like, they will let us know what Orisha is ruling 2020. Will basically set out the plan, like, what 2020 is going to be like. Like, is it going to be a violent year? Is it going to be the Oba will let us know this, I think the first, either the first or second of January. And then you know how to prepare for the year. So when I get the reading of the year, I will let you guys know like what Orisha is ruling the year, and what we should look forward to for this year. But with this year being like a double digit like 2020, it's automatically going to be a very interesting year. These double digit years are always really interesting, and with what is going on in the political climate right now, that even make things a little bit more tumultuous and interesting. Okay, I'll read the email when I get off of here. Oh, Leah, you got the flu? Oh, child. How long are we going tonight? Let's go around an hour and 15 minutes. What did you think of the UK election? Nothing. Why would I? I'm in America. I'm in California. I have no. Um, I don't even know who is being elected in the UK. It's enough stuff going on here for me to. Why would I pay attention to what's going on over there? I mean, I'm being honest. I have no feeling about it. I don't know what's going on in the UK. It's enough stuff going on here for me to concentrate on. A time of focus and divine awakening. It's gonna be interesting. It is 2020 will be now I'm let me go out and come back in. I was buffering. Yeah, it is best to put your questions in all caps. Where's the video of him acting out? Who was acting out? I rebuke him. I already know who you're talking about. Who was acting out? Oh, you left? I didn't even know you was gone, girl. It's so much going on. Um, Cindy said I'm going into 2020 in an airplane with no baggages. I'm going to be the only pilot. I heard that. She said she's gonna be flying. Oh, okay. Wiley. Uh, Child, Wiley got so many videos. I can't even. I cannot go. Oh God. Let's talk about this. Before we talk about Wiley, because Wiley's situation is the mess, and let's do that at the end of the video. Let me talk about Mike Vick. Um, Let me read you guys this article about Mike Vick, and if you don't know who he is, that is him. And this video goes on to say who he is, so I don't let me let them explain it because they'll do it the right way, and I'll be then made up some stuff, child, because I don't know the whole story by heart. So this article says it's time we talk about America's inability to forgive black men. I'm putting in search Wiley and like, oh yes, I'm gonna show that to you. I'm gonna show that to you, Kay. So it says the year in 2019, a known criminal has seen their day in court is thrust in the midst of societal backlash on if their punishment is fair and just. There are some who say the guilt and tarnished legend legacy is enough, whereas others believe that there should be a harsher sentence for what this person did. I'm of course speaking about former Ohio cheerleader Brooke Skylar Richardson, who is alleged to have given birth to a child, buried it in her backyard, and later set it on fire, all so her reputation wouldn't be ruined. She is found not guilty on the sentences of murder and manslaughter. Her reputation remains intact for those who care. She probably will be able to move on, find a decent job, a nice husband. After all, she's only 20, and we wouldn't want her whole life ruined over one drawn out, constant series of mistakes. She's still young and figuring it out. We've seen it time and time again. Asia Argentino claiming she didn't sleep with an underage boy despite photo evidence. Charleston church shooter Dylan Roof being given Burger King by the police officers following his mass murder. Amber Guyver, Paula Poundstone, Laura Bush, Daniel Pantiello, Woody Allen, and the list goes on and on. White America has no problem with leniency to Caucasians for crimes that they alleged or true. So they why does the same why does the same level of RG compassion not extend to black men? Former NFL quarterback Mike Vick was convicted of dogfighting in 2007. He served 21 months in prison, went bankrupt, and lost all his endorsement deals. Since his release, he's lobbied against dogfighting and animal cruelty. He has donated to various charities and spent a lot of his time speaking out against the ills of his past actions and what can be done to stop it from continuing. What people want, right? A story of justice, remorse, and attempting to right his wrongs. Vic, Vic was named an honorary Pro Bowl captain for the upcoming game, and hundreds of thousands of people signed a petition to have him removed due to his prior conviction. And you know what's sad is that black people were sharing that petition. This article is very well written, very well, yeah, and it is circulating on around Facebook and other places. I'm pretty sure it was written by a black author, a writer. This man served his time, paid all his fines. He cannot legally own a dog that or any pet, I think. That was in the terms of his release. And y'all still messing with him. So it didn't happen. They did he did make it to he is the captain of the Pro Bowl team. The NFL didn't give two right cat balls about these people petition, and they should not have. It's ridiculous that people are torturing this man. Now, earlier today, Takashi 6ix9ine, an attorney said that Mr. Takashi is going to be released. They're thinking by next Wednesday. See how that worked? And he had a federal indictment. The feds locked him up. And they said he was crying for the judge. And he wrote this heartfelt letter to the judge. I know what I did was wrong. And I would never do it again if you let me out. See what we deal with? And y'all wonder why we be angry. You wonder why black men are angry. They are angry because they know that everything they do, they are judged more harshly. If they get caught doing something, they know they're going to do more time. They already know it. Yes, black men have a chip on their shoulder, and they should. I feel for them. Black women do too. We out here mad too. You know what? Just, it's funny. When I think that I'm going to like somebody, they will do something to throw a whole monkey wrench in me liking you. My mama used to say, it's like a cow, give a good bucket of milk. You about to take that milk in, you turn your back, and the cow kick and knock the whole bucket over. I was watching Justin Jay today. I had really just kind of, me and Justin Jay had turned the corner, and I was starting to like him because, I thought that he was maturing. And child, he went on one of his tangents today, and he said, I need you cisgendered women to check your privilege at the door. I clicked right on off that video. I didn't even want to hear the rest of what he was saying. Child. And that, when I see black people treat black people crazy like that, I'm just like, it's something wrong with you mentally. It has to be. Mike Vick done paid his fines. I mean, he didn't. He literally had to kiss people's behind to come back to the NFL. They didn't want him. They weren't gonna let him come back. He had to do everything. He didn't kiss butt to get back to where he is, and y'all still out here messing with that man. I can't do it. I can't do it with y'all. I really can't. It makes me so angry. So angry. Yeah, I, 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 I can't do it with Justin J. When he get on one of his angry tangents about, black women hating homosexuality, I'm pretty sure this video is gonna get demonetized because it is so. I wish YouTube would just list the words that we can't use. You know what I mean? Or censor those words, because if we say certain things, the video automatically gets demonetized, and I'm pretty sure one of those words is homosexual. Okay? When he starts to talk about how black women hate homosexuals and don't support homosexuals, that kind of stuff makes me mad. It's not the fact that we hate you because you're homosexual. We hate your attitude. I do. That's my thing. I don't hate homosexuals. I don't care who you have sex with. I just hate the fact that you I hate your attitude sometimes. I hate the things that you say. I hate the way that a lot of homosexual men talk to women. I don't hate you because of who you have sex with. I hate you because of the way you act. You as a person, not your gender or who you decide to have sex with and all of that kind of stuff. I could care less about that. I hate some of the things you say and I hate the way you act. You disrespect women. That's the stuff I hate, not who you lay down with at night. I could care less about that. But when you, as a homosexual or gay man, start to disrespect black women who you are basically emulating, that's what I hate. And I don't understand why they don't understand that. Everybody understand that but gay men. It ain't got nothing to do with who you sleep with, because I don't care. Let's see, how did I find that video? Uh, I thought I had saved it, but maybe I didn't. Oh, here we go. Um, all you have to do is Google Dallas Library rampage causes $10,000 in damage, and you will see Wiley tearing up the library. Wiley, that is on YouTube. You will see him in the video tearing up the library right there. And you know what's sad to me is there are a lot of mentally ill people on YouTube. I feel so sorry for Rico. I have this morning I was watching Nicole Tyler's video and Rico was on there crying. Rico has been hurt so bad and he gets on YouTube trying his hardest to be strong. Trying to, a lot of people cuss people out because that's all they have. That's their only defense. That's why I try to show you guys you don't have to cuss nobody out. You can go right on to your ancestors and let them deal with it. Show people a different side. Don't fight fair. Cussing somebody out, everybody can do that. A child can cuss. I done seen little kids on Facebook and Instagram cussing like a grown up. You don't have to do that. When you have ancestors and the Orishas, you don't have to stoop. You don't have to take your crown off to cuss nobody out. You are a queen, especially women. You are a queen. You don't have to cuss nobody out. You have people that can do that for you. Okay? That's why I always try to show you it's other ways to deal with people than cussing them out. Getting down and dirty with people. And you don't have to do that, child. You will never catch me on here cussing, going back and forth with somebody, cussing them out, using a whole bunch of. No, I ain't gonna do it. I won't do it. No, that's not an act, Essie. Who said that? That's not an act. That's real. Rico is hurt. That's not an act. I've seen Rico drunk. That's not an act. I can see that pain. That's real. Just because you cry and come back later and cuss somebody out, that don't mean it's fake. Yeah, it works, but works how? Words don't hurt strong people. Words don't hurt. You got to get to a point where that kind of what? Calling me a bitch? That what? That hurt my feelings? You know how many times I've been called a bitch? Nah. That no, it don't. It don't work. It may make you feel better to get it off your chest. But if you strong enough cussing somebody out, that people cuss me out, I laugh. No, I'm not gonna give you that one. I'm not. It don't work. Cause it don't do nothing but raise your blood pressure and make you mad. You may feel better when you get it off your chest, but there are other ways to get it off your chest. We need to learn how to really use our tools. Just to sit up and cuss somebody out, and then what? After you cuss them out, what? What do you do after that? They're gonna come back and cuss you because we see people here on YouTube don't like this. They don't like. They just keep going back and forth and back and forth and back. And don't like. They just keep going back and forth and back and forth and back. And when will it stop? Rico is hurt. Is hurt. If you really listen to people here on YouTube, they will eventually tell you their backstory. They gonna tell it to you. You may have to piece it together, but they gonna tell you. Wiley then told us his story. Wiley looking for his daddy, and Wiley's mother was an alcoholic. That's why he on here showing out like that. Rico just lost somebody very important in his life, and he hurting, and he don't know how to process that. And drinking, it, it'll take you away for a couple of minutes, but once you sober up, that person is still gonna be dead. I saw that video with Rico drunk, falling out the chair, crying, slurring. Rico drunk, falling out the chair, crying, slurring his words and everything. There is no way under the sun an intelligent person would keep a video like that up on YouTube. Now I'm on here teaching people, and I come on here drunk, and I fall and slurring my words and everything. This is happening while I'm on live, and I leave that video up. No, for one, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna come on here drunk, and for two, if I do, the video show ain't gonna stay up. But I'm pretty sure that ain't gonna happen. Now you may get tipsy almost, Shun. I'd have been on here tipsy and giggling and carrying on. One time, there is a video of me on here, and I'm tipsy, and we just are laughing and having a good time. But I wasn't slurring, my words. I wasn't cussing and acting crazy and crying and carrying on like Rico. That night, Rico even pulled out I think he showed his penis and pissed in a can and everything. Yes, he wants the attention because he's not receiving enough attention. Oh, yeah, Kay. Rico done showed his penis online a few times. He sure has. Rico gonna show you that penis. He wants the attention. And that's because he's probably not, receiving a lot of attention in his real life. I don't think he lives in the same state as the majority of his family. A lot of people on YouTube are, really hurt and damaged people. It was horrible. Like I couldn't even watch the whole thing. And the only reason why I watched it is because somebody said that he was talking and failed. And my goofy butt, I had to see that part because they were saying he was drunk and he failed. And I was like, I got to see that. And I went, and because they put the timestamp in. I love people who put the timestamp up so I don't have to fumble through like a 2 hour video to find the good part. They put the timestamp up and everything, and I went to it and watched that. I was like, oh my god, this boy just fell all the way out. He fell and got back up. Poor baby. Yeah, but people that get drunk and cry and carry on like that, there's pain behind that. I have worked with people who have substance abuses, and alcoholism is part of a substance. I have worked with all of them kind of people: crack addicts, meth, alcohol, pills, everything, glue. I had clients who sniffed glue and did drugs that I ain't never even heard of, combinations of drugs that I had never even heard of. I didn't seen it all. And it all stems from a deeper problem. I have never met a person who was addicted to drugs that had a perfect life. They all had a problem. It was all because of something: abuse, molestation, death, family problems, lost a child, all kind of stuff knock people into using other substances to get away from the pain. And as soon as they not high no more, the pain is still there, and they go get high again. It's an ugly cycle. Ugly cycle. You get high because you having problems. You get a little money. Get high because you having problems. Come down off your high. The problem's still there. Forget it. Let me go get high again. Yeah, we all have, but some people don't know how to process it. We all have. My mama was an alcoholic, and when I looked at her, it was something that I did not want to be anything like my biological mother. I wasn't gonna be no alcoholic. And I had a little window where I had to catch myself because I started drinking a little bit more than what I thought I should have been, to the point where I stopped drinking. Period. I wouldn't drink nothing. And I was still going to the club, still hanging out, still going to bars with my friends, and I would not drink. But see, everybody is not like me. Everybody don't have that type of realization that, no, I ain't going down that road. There are some people who just go down that road and just keep going. And it's sad. Yeah. Some people, sexual addiction, food addiction, shopping addiction. Child, it's so many addictions out. It's so many things that people do. Yeah, Rico don't want no help. Rico thinks that what he's doing is fine. I got the Lord on my side. Like that kind of stuff irks the heck out of me. Like people when they go into that, they drug addicts and I got the Lord on my side, and but you ain't doing nothing to help you. Even the Lord says faith without works is dead. You got to do something. I'm not gonna just the Lord is just not gonna step in and take that bottle out your hand. You got to want to do it. You have to. You got to do something. Because I worked at one facility that was a Christian based home for people who had drug addiction. We took them to meetings. You know what I mean? They were sequestered from their family. We had like a 30-day period where you couldn't talk to nobody, you couldn't see nobody in your family, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your baby, nobody. Nobody could come visit you for that first 30 days because we were trying our best to get you off of what you were addicted to, and we did not want you to have any contact with your family or with your co-conspirators, the people that you did drugs with, and all of that kind of stuff, because it is a temptation for people. Everywhere they went, we took them. They couldn't even go to the store by themselves. We basically babysat them and treated them like they were children. We would even sit outside the bathroom door when they first got there, when they were using the bathroom. You weren't even going to stay in the bathroom too long. You got to want help. And if you don't get it, you can't get off. Yeah, he needs to he really does. He needs to get off of YouTube. YouTube is not for him. He's not strong enough for YouTube. Because because as soon as somebody say something about him, poor baby, he just go to the left. He can't take you this sector of YouTube. These people here in YouTube, you got to have a strong constitution to deal with these crazy people. You really do. Cause these people they be going for your throat. You hear me? They be coming for your throat. Everything they talk about you like a dog. Ministers included. Cause Jay Wilson be right with them. That's why I stay out of the mess. Cause I don't like people anyway. Sand Crowder said some people just don't have the willpower and stuff. They don't have the willpower because they don't understand how to get it. They have to get help. They have to. When you that far in and you got grief issues, anger issues, all of these issues, you got to get some help. I started going to therapy when I was in my 20s. After my divorce, I started going to therapy. I knew I had to get some help because my first husband, he took me through the ringers. Okay? My first husband tried to kill me mentally and physically. And I knew I got to talk to somebody. And my mother was extremely spiritual. She was like, go back to church and talk to Jesus. And I was like, you know what? Jesus ain't gonna be able to do this by himself. He just not. I'm sorry. Me and Jesus ain't close enough because I was mad at Jesus for allowing that stuff to happen to me anyway. Because, I was on that. I thought I was your daughter. I grew up in the church. I've been in the church all my life. I was a good kid. I ain't never did nothing to nobody. I could have been out there living it up if I knew this kind of stuff was going to happen. But now I was a really good kid, really mannerable. I respected older people, my elders, and went to church every Sunday, and I still ended up with a crazy husband. So, yes, I had to go to therapy. I've been to therapy numerous times, and I am nowhere near ashamed of that. When my mother died, right into therapy because I knew that was the one thing that could have tipped me all the way over. And you know what? The ancestors are so beautiful. And God is so good because they knew. My mother knew she was dying. We knew, she was 93 years old. We knew this was it. And I know that the ancestors was like, we got to get somebody for this girl or she ain't gonna make it. I know my daddy was probably like, you don't get somebody to hold my daughter up or she is not going to make it. My husband, my mother died in October. He at the funeral, and after everything was over and every, you hear my voice cracking because I'm so serious. After everything was over, I thought about it. They had uh, the hospice had set up the therapy in advance. They had told me before my mom passed away that grief therapy is going to be available for you and it's free. You don't have to worry about anything. The only thing you have to do is make the appointment. Therapy was free for an entire year. I ain't had to pay not one dime. The only thing I had to do was get there. And here's my boyfriend at the time because we hadn't even got engaged yet because this was 2011. We got engaged 2012, I think so. Because we got married 2013. um and he was there for the whole thing. And he didn't have to do that. He could have been like, God, I done met this girl, her mama dying, you know that's a lot to deal with. Because when we got together, my mom's health was declining, and he was there with me through this whole thing. And God, I appreciate that. Like that is so important to me. That I had somebody to lean on. Like I had somebody to literally hold me up during the worst period of time of my life. Y'all know I love him. And he knows, because I always tell him that he just came at the right time. And I just, feel like Spirit knows when certain things are going to happen and they're going to be there to help you however they can. And it just really worked out for me. And I did. Like, God, I did that whole year of therapy. And the therapist actually was like, you can keep coming if you want to. I've already, talked to my supervisor. You can keep coming. And I was like, no, I think I got it after a year. Because I went to, not only, did I go to like one on one therapy with a therapist, but she told me about a group for women who have lost their mothers. And so I started going to that group for a little while, but it just got too heavy. Oh my God. That was a little bit too much for me. I think, my own mother's death was too fresh. And just to see other people, going through the same thing was kind of like, too heavy because some people, like their moms had just passed, and my mom had been gone at that point, I think like 11 months, and it was a lot. It was just too sad. So I stopped going to that. And after a year, I really felt like, okay, I'm gonna be able to do this. I really am. So I mean, I'm always going to advocate for therapy. Why am I flagging? Is anyone else having this issue? What's flagging? Buffering, you mean? You mean buffering? Which buffoon do Essie not want me to talk about? No, it's not just on your end. I don't know what that's on everybody's end. Well, we've been on here an hour and 27 minutes, so I'm finna go. Oh, the working on trying not to have any hatred or malice or whatever in my heart for somebody that I really don't know, because my hatred ain't gonna change the person that he is. So I'm really working on that. I mean, that's my thing. Thank God Gizmo has went outside before it starts. It started raining because I think it's raining again. And oh my God, this is just the worst time of year for people who have pets that don't like the rain. He has a coat, but when you put it on him, he won't use the bathroom. And I don't know if he thinks he's going to pee on the coat or whatever, because the coat don't go all the way down to, I mean, it don't even come down to where he pees. You know how little dogs jackets stop at their little chest. It covers their back, but it stops at their chest before it gets to the part where they pee. He won't do anything. If you put his jacket on him, he won't use the bathroom. Like, he'll go outside and he'll just stand there with this like confused look on his face, like he don't know what to do. Boy, if you don't pee, you don't want to get wet, we put a jacket on you. But he just gets mad, and if he gets wet, he gets mad. So, I keep this towel down here. So, when he comes in the house, I dry him off. I mean, I swear to God, this dog can go outside and it's just barely drizzling. Like, just a drop will, hit his coat. And he'll come in the house and shake off like he just took a whole bath. So, this time of year, he's just not happy. He's so upset when it's raining. And I feel so bad that I have to put him outside to use the bathroom, but you're not going to pee in my house. Like, I don't even care if he ain't paper trained. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to pee on no paper. Like, we tried that. He won't do it. He wants to go outside, but then when he go outside and it's raining out there, he will freak out. And our porch is it's covered, but the rain still gets on the porch. So as soon as he goes outside, he'll know that it's wet because the porch is wet. And it's just a mess. It's just a mess, child. It's a mess. Oh, thank you, Sand Crowder. Sand Crowder, I'm enjoying you, Queen. Love your video. You are the truth. Thank you so much. Yeah, Gizmo he is truly a divo. Sending light to every vessel in this chat. Until next time, keep it moving in a positive direction. Be the best version of you. Namaste. Amon Shun and the Black Hearts. Good night, beautiful people. Okay, I love you guys. That was it. Kay did the benediction. That was the benediction, and we finna go. I ain't got nothing else to say after that because that was it. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.